What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. Before we get into anything, I apologize if you hear anything in the background. There's a lot. It's very, very stormy outside, dog. Very, very stormy. NL is going ham. Mama Ragans all over the place. But that's not going to stop me from reading and reacting to the awesome sauce and the greatness that is the Boichi one-shot for Zoro versus Mihawk, aka his version of Chapter 51, which is Zoro Overboard, man. And of course, I'll have the original right here for whenever I finish the chapter. I can look back and just have a little fun little comparison to the original chapter of the manga. You know, Oda's version of it, of course. But I always enjoy stuff like this, man. You know, the Hungry Days commercial of this year, one of my favorite. That is, I'm not even gonna lie, that's my favorite commercial ever. That and like some of the original Nike Jordan stuff with whenever MJ was retiring. He had this really nice commercial with like the Wizards version of him and the Chicago Bulls version of him. It was so dope. I don't know why. I love that commercial a lot. So there's a lot of really nice commercials, but that Hungry Days commercial, man, it's nasty. It's top tier. It's top tier. And then of course you have the Shokugeki no Sanji one shot, which was an absolute blast in of itself as well. But it's always cool seeing how someone else would tackle something that you really love, and especially when it comes to something like One Piece, man. Now, like I said earlier, when it comes to Boichi, I'm mainly familiar with his Sunken Rock and Wallman work in terms of when it comes to the manga, because Dr. Stone, I'm anime only for it. But you know, of course, you can see the character designs and whatnot. But when it comes to the manga version, how certain panels are structured and whatnot, I'm mainly familiar with Wallman, which I absolutely love for the way that it's like perspective shots work and how the panels would flow from one another. It was really interesting. But Sunken Rock has some incredible fighting choreography, man, and some really, really cool panels for how it portrays its characters. That was a fun manga, man. But so here, we're going to have his version of Zoro versus Mihawk for Chapter 51. So this is going to be really exciting, man. Of course, it's for the 22nd anniversary of the One Piece Awesome Sauce, the best-selling manga in history. And we're going to be reading this off of Viz.com, off of the Shonen Jump app right here on my laptop. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. The special one-shot Boichi's version of Chapter 51, the Zoro greatness, man, against Mihawk. So here we go. A special one-shot. Boichi Sensei covers the Zoro versus Mihawk battle. And right here on top, you have the classic One Piece logo from the Viz version. Chapter 51, Zoro Overboard. And here we have Boichi's version of the Wingles, the Seagulls, with Nami right here on the left, Luffy right here in the middle, and then Zoro right here on the right. Cover comic project Ichiro Oda x Boichi. So let's see. We turn back over and we see the planet Earth. Here we see Luffy, Zoro, and Mihawk. Bro, look at Mihawk, yo. No, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the way that Luffy looks right here in this middle panel. Just the way that all this is structured looks so cool. It reminds me of like Oda's classic panels whenever a big battle was going on. I recall he did something like this for Along Park, where on the side it would have the title of the chapter, and then in the middle it would have like the eyes or like certain parts of the face of the characters, and it was really, really cool. And right here we see Boichi's version of that very thing. Luffy looks really cool right here. Let me turn over the page. No recreation. Hold on. Let me go back. See, I said I was gonna save it for after, but I can't. I can't help it. Oh wait, no. Which I know one of these chapters had this. Was it chapter 52? It is chapter 52. See, there's the original chapter 52, and then here you have Boichi's version of it. Ah, this is nice. Look at Zeph! Yo, Zeph is looking like a boss, dog! I mean, Zeph always looks beast. Sanji's looking really cool. Don Krieg is out here like, yeah, you feel me? Looking fresh, man. Looking fresh. Usopp on the right. And then you even have Johnny and Yosuke right here in the middle. Yo, this is a really nice version of that color page. So now we continue. We even have Alvida and Buggy drawn by. No, he even went as far as to draw one of the covers with Alvida and Buggy. That's nice, man. Buggy's crafted about a part 12, a woman of mystery. Dude, that's dope. That's dope. All right, because that just shows me the amount of attention to detail when it comes to the original source material. That's cool, dude. And right here we look back and we see Luffy observing the battle between Zoro and Mihawk, man. I love the backgrounds in this shot right here. Absolutely the backgrounds. And here we have Zoro. You see a lot more attention when it comes to veins in the muscles, which is Boichi style. We see the clouds up there. We meet at last, actually sooner than I thought. How futile. The greatest swordsman in the world and Zoro, the pirate hunter. No one alive can beat our brother. Look what that dandy did to my ship. Hey, what's that for? I'm not the kind of fool who hunts rabbits with a cannon. Yo, Mihawk, dude, I'm not the kind of fool who hunts rabbits with a cannon. You may have a reputation, but you're still just a bunny. The red line and the grand line divide the four seas into four quarters. Of the four, the East Blue is the tamest. Sorry, but this is the smallest knife I've got. It's really interesting how you see how Boichi likes having a lot of stuff in a massive perspective, where he's actually labeling the East Blue in the planet itself. I guess that's where the Dr. Stone influence comes in from, I suppose. Better take it easy with the bravado. You'll feel stupid when I kill you. And we have a really nice shot of Zoro moving forward right here. You're a little frog croaking in your puddle. Time to learn how big the world is. And here we have Onigiri! And Zoro goes in. Almost brought down the house with that. Hey, that was an Onigiri for real. So here we have Zoro with his Onigiri. And we have Mihawk that blocks it here with his little knife. And I'll never forget the first time that I saw this, because I watched it in the anime. The first time I was so shook. I was like, bro, this man is real deal fighting Zoro with a knife and going ham. Zoro! He stopped brother Zoro's Onigiri demon cut, but that move never fails. It won't budge. What did he do? Nobody's ever countered my Onigiri before, but he did it with that toy. And then here we go, and we get to see a really, really nice shot. Now, this is something that I feel like Boichi used to do very, very well when it came to Sunken Rock, which was whenever he had two characters on screen at the same time, and there was like an action of like a punch going forward, or like an elbow, a kick. They were always really, really nice whenever you didn't get to focus in on the eyes. Like I don't remember the main character's name in Sunken Rock at this point in time, but some of the coolest panels was whenever the eyes would be shadowed out, whenever he would be like in the middle of a punch, or whenever they would be duking it out, and the only thing you would see is like a shadowed part of their face and just going in on each other. And this right here, this middle panel right here with Mihawk, as it's not showing his eyes, just showing his back, and of course his hand just striking forward, and then Zoro, of course, using his three sword style. This is a really cool panel. Incredible, this can't be happening. We can't be this unequal. Am I really such a little frog? And then Zoro goes up in. We get to see the force lines right behind him as he's still striking forward. Mihawk's blocking. Goes in, sends him back. The gulf between us can't be this great. Grrr! Brother Zoro, don't let him beat you. Brother! Yo, man, Johnny and Yosuke, man. Every time I go back to the beginning of the series, and I'll just either rewatch or reread, I'm like, dog, man, Johnny and flipping Yosuke. I really wonder what they're up to. Such heavy-handed swordplay. He's fending off Roronoa Zoro's three-sword attack with a toothpick. To be countered by a toy, I didn't come all the way this way to lose. I came to win. And we get a really nice shot right here of Zoro's facial expression as he's clenching onto the sword with his teeth. You see his eyes, see the veins once again when it comes to Boichi's art style. And we get to see Kuina, man. And I noticed this with Nami earlier, and I guess I should have expected it with like his previous works, but you know, his eyes are real deal massive anime eyes, right? And it's so weird to me especially when it comes to the girls, because I'm so used to Oda's to the way that Oda draws eyes, and Oda draws eyes differently, especially for specific characters. So seeing Kuina with like that type of art style when it comes to the eyes is so weird, but I guess it works when it comes to Boichi. You're lucky you're a boy, Zoro. I want to be the greatest swordsman too. Someday one of us will be the greatest swordsman ever. We'll fight each other for the title. It's a promise. I must defeat this man. Here we go. I'll have to keep the promise for both of us. And you get to see a young Zoro, bro. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. I'm going to become such a great master swordsman that my name will be known even in heaven. It's the pirate hunter Zoro. You made those cutthroats scream with terror. Your Yosaku and Johnny, the bounty hunters. We're impressed by your skill. Let's partner up. What drives you? Why do you fight so hard when you cannot win? You're a weakling. This panel right here of Mihawk is probably my favorite shot in the chapter so far. This looks so cool, man. Seriously, the amount of detail when it comes to the hairs on his chinny chin chin, on the chin badger. I mean, it looks like a replica. Like, basically, like Boichi's version of Mihawk. It looks so cool, man. Really, really nice. Even when it comes to the details on his collar right here and his clothes. Really, really nice. That is a gorgeous panel. Our brother's not a weakling, Buzzard Eye. I'll teach you a lesson, that man is. Stop! Stay out of it, Yosaku and Johnny. I'm good to see Luffy right here. Control yourselves. Luffy. And Zoro gets sent back. Tiger, the world's greatest swordsman, the king of the pirates, needs him. He has to join my crew. You can see Luffy right here. Man, you know, and this isn't a massive knock on Boichi, because of course everybody's style is different. But whenever I see a panel like this where I see Luffy, I truly, it makes me appreciate, or at the very least love, Oda's Luffy, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not saying that this is bad or anything, but what I'm saying is that, you know, Boichi's art style is his art style. And I guess it just makes me grateful for the fact that we got the Luffy that we got with Oda. Because it just fits. I feel like Luffy's art style fits so, or the way that Luffy's drawn by Oda is perfect. Maybe it's because I'm so used to having by God 949 chapters with the dude. But, you know, this one right here, as cool as it looks, it really does make me appreciate Oda's Luffy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because, of course, I take one of my favorite characters ever, and I've always loved how Oda's drawn him ever since the very beginning. Because it's like a comedy. It's like it's just Oda's art style. Anyways, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Hunt, and we get a really, really nice panel. Oh, no, this is a great panel of Zoro's eye and then Mihawk's eye. A little bit of the stash, and over here a little bit of the sword in his mouth. Oh man, this is a really, really nice panel. And then we go over and we finally get to see the stab take place as he wounds Zoro right here, man. And we see that the cape even carries over into the other page right here. Brother! And we see Luffy. And we see the blood. And it starts hitting the floor. You want your guts cut out? Why don't you retreat? Can't if I retreat even one step. My vow, my ambition. Everything I care about will be shattered in my dreams, and all my dreams will be lost forever. Yes, that's defeat. So I can't retreat. Even if it means death, I'd prefer death to defeat. Just the way Zoro is, dog. And I feel him, especially in the field that you want to achieve in. In the field with your dreams, in the field with your goal. Sometimes you'd rather die than lose, man. Seriously, 110%. One strength of spirit. You'd rather die than give up. Boy, speak your name. Yo, I really like Boichi's panels when it comes to focusing in on the eyes. They look really, really cool, and that's basically what this entire page right here is, focusing a lot on the face and on the eyes. Here we have the panel is Speak Your Name, or Noah Zoro, and we had a really nice shot of just the blade, and the blade is shining right here. It's completely white on this side, with like a little bit of the wind flowing, and then on this side you see the water with the wingles, the seagulls, and with the blades going down like this. Yo, really, really nice panel. This entire page was great. I'll remember it. And another really nice shot of Mihawk. Yo, okay, Boichi, I see you. It's been a while since I've met one so brave. I will honor the swordsman code and send you to your death with this black blade, the finest in the world. And just look at the emphasis on the blade right here, man. It really does look beast. It really does look beast. He's drawn it. The sword that split the ship. This is my last chance. It's win or die. Greatest in the world or death. Die! Brother, please give up. 3 sword style secret move. 3,000 worlds. Oh, snap. And here we have Zoro. I've lost. It's over. I never foresaw this. That's the strongest in the world. Here we go. One of my favorite lines in all of One Piece, bro. Zoro puts out his while holding the blade in one hand, puts out a clenched fist in the other. And he looks directly up to Mihawk and he states, "Wounds on the back are a swordsman's aim." Yo, that is, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. That Zoro's had a lot of amazing one-liners in the series, but that still remains in my top 5. That still remains in my top 5 100%. Do you know how much of a boss you have to be to state wounds on the back are a swordsman's shame? So if you're gonna cut me, dog, if I'm gonna lose, you better do it right here. Zoro. Wounds on the back are a swordsman's shame, man. Greatness, magnificent. And we have Mihawk. You see the blood splurting, and you see it continues to splurt down here. It goes up into the air. Zoro! Zoro! Brother! And we look back to Sanji. There's a taste on the Grand Line. Even the pirate hunter Zoro is no match for him. The day I decided to be the greatest swordman, I gave myself up for dead. That crazy kid, he went up against the world's best. He never had a prayer, but he'd rather die than give up. It's easy. Abandon your stupid dream. And it's incredible to me that Sanji's the one that says that, you know. We have Zoro looking up at the seagulls. He falls into the water. Don't be in a hurry to die, young warrior. We get to see a really, really nice outer shot of the ship and the Baratier. And we see Luffy, darn you! And Joni and Yosaku are coming in. Luffy stretches right towards Mihawk. Look at him. What the heck? That Straw Hat Brat, he has the power of the Devil Fruit. He goes right in. This is an amazing panel of Luffy coming right up in the next swimmer. You get to see the true length of the stretch right here. The bullets of sweat coming down. You see the expression right here. The young swordsman's crewmate. You did well to let him finish his own battle to the end. And we see Mihawk just shifts over to the side. And Luffy crash. He comes right back up. Luffy swings, trying to hit Mihawk, but Mihawk ain't having none of that, man. Yo, Mihawk looks like a beast in this panel right here in particular. Looks so cool. Don't worry, I left him alive. Brother, speak to us. Zoro! Zoro! Come on, get him on board. It's too soon for you to die. Look at that panel! I told you, man, I'm a sucker for the panels like that, bro. When the eyes are being covered, you see the rest of the body. Goat. My name is Dracul Mihawk. Discover yourself, see the world, and grow strong, Zoro. Hurry, put salve on his wounds. However long it may take, I shall await you at the top. Strive with your whole heart and mind to best this blade, fierce one. Strive to surpass me, Roronoa Zoro. Brother, speak to us. Or would Hawkeye Mihawk say something like that? Lad, what is your goal? To be the king of the pirates. You tread a perilous path. Even more perilous than trying to surpass me. You're damn right. I don't care, that's what I'm gonna be. And you get to see Luffy stick out his tongue. Usopp, is Zoro okay? No, he's not okay, but he's alive, just unconscious. Brother, please say something, please. What, brother? Zoro, Luffy, can you hear me? I hear you. Were you worried? If I fail to become the world's greatest swordsman, you'll be disappointed, right? Oh man, here we go. We're probably gonna see Boichi's version of this. Never again. I will never lose again. Yo, man. From now to the day I beat him to become the greatest swordsman, I will never lose again. And look at this panel right here, dog. Yo, got a problem with that, King of the Pirates. That moment is so incredible, dog. Not at all. They make a good team. I hope to encounter you two again someday. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Hey, Hawkeye, didn't you come here for my head? He doesn't care about you, dog. Farewell, and we've got everybody together. We'll sail for the Grand Line. Yo, Luffy puts on the hat. Here comes the locusts. Hey, mister, if I chase those guys off, can I stop being a chore boy? Yeah, man. Yo, I want to reread the entirety of Baratier now. And the Wingles go. We go back even further and go back up to space, man. That was good, yo. That was good. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun just being able to see this magnificent and incredible chapter through somebody else's perspective. And yo, Boichi really has a thing for focusing in on the eyes in certain aspects, and on certain parts of facial expressions. You know, it's really really nice. Let me look back at some of the original material right here. Chapter 51. Yeah, man. You know, Boichi, this was truly a lot of fun to read, and it's always nice seeing his, it's really nice to be able to see his version of it. Man, but Oda's art style, bro. I love Oda's art so much, dog. And you're just seeing it right here, the onigiri, how it gets stopped. Like, man, just look at this panel. Can't be this unequal. Man, really, such a little frog with the kuina. Yeah, man. Yo, Boichi did a really, really good job at recreating a lot of these panels. He did in his own way, in his own style. I prefer dead to defeat Zoro. Goat. The 3,000 worlds. Wounds on the back are a swordsman flipping game. Yeah, Boichi did a great job with that panel in particular. The wounds on the back are a swordsman's shame. He did a great job with that. And of course, we'll go over to chapter 52, which is where the rest of this chapter takes place. On whenever they're yelling over towards him, want to make sure he's still alive. That's whenever Luffy comes over and attempts to attack him. Boichi did a really good job at doing this panel right here, whenever he's stretching out and coming over towards them, towards Mihawk. Just cover yourself, man. Try to surpass me, Roronoa. To be the king of the pirates, man. That's whenever Zoro says what he says. Yo, Boichi did a great job, man. Let me do like a panel by panel comparison here. Were you worried? Yo, this truly is his own version of it. To the T. To the T, yo! I will never lose again. Man, dude. From now to the day I become the world, from now to the day I beat him to become the greatest swordsman, I will never lose again, man. Got a problem with that, King of the Pirates? One Piece, yo, that's one of those One Piece moments, man. I'm so happy that we got to have the chapter through Boichi's perspective, and just to see how he would handle it and whatnot. That was really nice. Just seeing how like the attention to detail. That's what really impresses me. He even took some of some of Oda's panel structure and the way they structured those specific panels, and copied them down to the T, or I should say, paying homage to them down to the T as he did this chapter. Even down to, like I said, like with the cover page and the color page. Like, yo, that's incredible to me, man, to pay that much attention to detail when it comes to that. It's so cool. And down to the smallest and bits of pieces of detail. You can truly tell the amount of love that went into this project. And it really makes me think, you know, what does Boichi feel about the series? Like, I mean, of course, everybody knows about it because One Piece is the best-selling manga, and especially during the era, during like the Paramount War saga, all the way down to Fishman Island, where it was just killing it. It was the top one, and I mean, it still is the top one. Nobody's close, but especially in that era, like whenever other mangakas were really starting to take notice of what One Piece is, like I do wonder how a lot of other authors feel about the series. And Boichi's one of those authors, so I'm going to assume that he has a tremendous amount of respect for Oda, for the amount of effort that he put into this chapter. And like I said, man, it's never a knock, and I said the same thing when I referenced Shokugeki no Sanji one shot. It's never a knock on the artists because I appreciate what they do with their own specific work and whatnot. But whenever I see stuff like this, it truly makes me appreciate the fact that Oda was the one to come up with a concept for One Piece, because as awesome as this art is, and as awesome as the Shokugeki no Sama art style and Hungry Days, hey, give me that in the anime. Give me that in the anime. No, but seriously. With Oda, it truly makes me appreciate, like, man, like Oda's art style, man. It's his art. And that's what made me fall in love with the series. And that's the art style that I love and whatnot. And it's always when I see stuff like this that it truly makes me go back and appreciate, how much I truly love Oda's style when it comes to his characters, the way he does his panels, the way he does his backgrounds, to everything. It's really, really nice, man. But regardless, Boichi, this was a lot of fun to read. I truly appreciate the fact that for the 22nd anniversary, for the second year in a row, we got something special like this. Last year for Sanji, this year for Zoro. And being able to re-experience the legendary moment of Zoro versus Mihawk through another person's perspective was really, really cool. Again this year, because we got it with the Hungry Days commercial. And we got it here, man. Yo, wounds to the back or a swordsman's flipping shame, dog. Legendary. Legendary. Do you have a problem with that, King of the Pirates? I'll never lose again. Greatness, man. Thank you, Boichi, for doing this. And a huge thank you to everybody who watched this video and also came on who put time out of your day in order to support this awesome one-shot that Boichi gave us as well, man. Paying homage to the best-selling manga in history and the series that we love so much, man. So I hope everybody has an awesome day. Take care. This was a lot of fun. Let me know what y'all thought about the one shot down below, and how you felt about the art style, how you felt about certain panels. What was your favorite panel of the chapter? There was really nice Mihawk panels, man. There was a lot of really nice Mihawk panels, and a lot of really nice Zoro and Mihawk panels, which were very similar to the ones in the original chapter 51, which was very impressive to me. And just like I said, the attention to detail in a lot of these was really nice. But regardless, man, I hope everybody has an awesome day. Take care. One Piece greatness. Boichi's one shot, man. Wounds to the back or a swordsman's flipping shame, dog.